Hi, I'm Lee Smith, the Productivity Architect with UpCycle Coaching. I help entrepreneurs and business professionals win the inner game with their mindset and their self-talk so that they can break through their limiting doubts and beliefs and they can accelerate toward their goals, like increasing their energy, having better communication and relationships, and feeling more energy throughout their day. I want to ask you a question. Are you a reactor or a creator? See, these two words are anagrams, and I am on a mission to transform the reactor into the creator, because the difference is, how do you see yourself? When you see yourself in the middle of stress and overwhelm, pulled in different directions, and you just feel like you're putting out fire after fire, you're just reacting to what comes at you. It begins with the alarm in the morning, and then you're thinking about the inbox and the emails, the to-do list, the endless cycles of laundry and what's for dinner tonight, and interruptions, people knocking at your door, sending you texts, notifications popping up. It's just one thing after another. But when you can see yourself taking command and ownership of your day, then you align the priorities in the order that matters most to you. And what may matter to you could be different from what matters to me. So, what does success mean to you? How do you want to feel and experience your day? Are you creating your day in such a way that that is what you're feeling? And when you align those priorities, you become more productive. When you create that first hour for yourself, that sure, similar to the reactor, the alarm is going to go off anyway. And instead of hitting the snooze button, you decide to turn it off, take in a breath, recognize you have another day to show up and serve, another day to learn something new about yourself or someone else, or fascinating knowledge out there. Another day to put a smile on someone else's face. Another day to make a difference. And sure, another day to make another dollar. But when you choose to create that moment, that first hour, and be grateful for another day to show up, to be, to do, and to thrive even more, you become more productive throughout the day, and you do what matters most to you, and you do what matters for someone else. And you're not as busy as the reactor, because the reactor is busy running around and running around and running around, putting out fire after fire. But the creator looks at what matters most, maybe picks top 3 priorities for the day, knows that the to-do list is pretty much a never-ending cycle, but chooses what will move the needle today. Whether that needle is about getting in better health, whether that needle is about getting that next client, or putting out the marketing message to attract the new prospects, or it's setting that important time with that important person to have an important conversation. And then they feel fulfilled at the end of the day. If you want to have your own transformation from reactor into creator, I challenge you to look at yourself in the mirror. Who do you see? Do you even see yourself? I want to offer you this challenge. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up and you've put yourself together and you're just about to turn and take on the day, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in your own eyes. Put a smile on your face and say, I love you. It's going to feel pretty awkward at first, let me tell you. I know this from personal experience. But when you can genuinely look yourself in the eye, recognize that person in the mirror for the amazing, incredible human being he or she is, and you can genuinely say, I love you. That love that you pour into yourself is love that you are able to pour into your fellow human being. Whether it's family members, friends, co-workers, teams, even the boss. And when we can bring greater love and greater kindness and greater positivity into the world, it truly makes a difference. If you want help getting to a place where you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and I want to create my best day today, I invite you to reach out to me, because what I will take you through is my process called the Candy Method. And this is for clarity, affirmation, necessity, discipline, and uniqueness, spelled Y-O-U. My Candy Method is a 10-week program that allows you to examine each element, getting clear on what is it that matters to you. What is it that you desire out of life? Do you even know? See, for me, I was standing on the beach with my family during a holiday, watching this glorious sunset. And as I was looking out, I was thinking, I am experiencing what most people don't even get once in a lifetime. And here I am with my family, surrounded by love during this holiday season, having this glorious moment. This should be amazing. And yet inside of me, I was feeling nothing. And that was my first awareness that I had been enduring a depression for quite some time. And when I really took the time to examine it, I realized I had been stuck in that spot for over 2 years. I was reacting to what was coming at me as a stay-at-home mom, as a wife of 15 years, as a stepmom, as someone who just was lost and was just going through the day-to-day. And it was in that moment, while I was feeling that emptiness, coming to the realization that I was battling this depression, a question entered my space, and it was, Lee, what makes you happy? And at that time, I didn't know. And that's when I really knew I was lost. And I drew a line in the proverbial sand and I said, that's it. I don't care how selfish it seems. As a wife and a stepmom and as a mother, I have been giving and giving and giving, but I wasn't giving anything to myself. So that's it. I'm drawing the line, I'm stepping over it, and I'm putting me first. I need to figure out who is Lee. I had lost my identity. I had lost who I was. And I had lost understanding what makes me happy. And once I got clear on that, I was able to move forward through my journey. So I know that I can help you process what makes you happy, what gets you excited, what gets you jumping out of bed. Okay, you don't have to jump out of bed every day. Maybe it's just getting out of bed, knowing that there's something to get excited about. There's something to look forward to. There's something that feels purposeful. maybe understanding what your passion is. And when you get clear on that, the roadmap unfolds and you can see where you want to go. It helps you to make better decisions so that when people come at you with requests and demands and expectations, you know where to say yes and you know where to say no. Because we can't always say yes and we can't always say no. And when we say yes to something, we are saying no to other things. And when we say no to something, we are saying yes to something else. And I want to help you align with your purpose and your passion so that you say yes to the right things. And then really thinking about, what are you saying to yourself? Moment to moment, day by day, when you wake up, when you're alone, when you're around other people, when you're doing the uncomfortable, when you're feeling challenged, what are the words you're saying to yourself? Do you even hear yourself when your inner voice comes in? Is it, I'm good enough? Is it, I'm capable? Is it, I'm lovable? Is it, I've got this? Is it, this is uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it anyway? These are the things that I want you to be saying to yourself so that no matter what comes through your day, you can get through to the other side. Because everything we want is on the other side of that challenge, of that adversity, of that fear. And when we get the bigger picture of what we desire and start to recognize who we need to become in order to acquire those things, we want to create a sense of urgency. Because basically, someday never happens. So let's choose the day that we want to cross that finish line, so to speak, and say, yes, I did it. Goals without a deadline are just a wish. I don't want you living on wishes. I want you living in accomplishment. So helping you through that. And then looking at your habits. So many of our habits, they're subconscious. 95% of our day, of our thoughts, of our decisions, of our behaviors, it's done automatically in the subconscious. And only 5% of the things we do and the actions we take are conscious decisions. Seems a little crazy, right? It's crazy because day in and day out, we're doing the same things over and over, and maybe consciously we're wanting different results. That is the definition of insanity. I don't want you going insane. I want you keeping things simple and moving smart in the direction of your goals. So we will look at that and then celebrating who you are, because working and continuing to move forward without taking a moment to acknowledge where we've come and acknowledge what we are capable of contributing. See, we were born with this innate sense for progress. When we are progressing, we feel more alive. So I want to help you rediscover or maybe explore for the first time what I call the 3 Gs. What are your gifts, your genius, and your greatness that you have? There may be 7 billion people on the planet, but there's only one you. And it's been said that we are born originals, but so many of us die copies. I want you to celebrate the original you, because you are amazing. You are incredible, and you are meant to be more and do more. So this is what comes together in the Candy method so that you can design your sweet life on your terms. What does success mean to you? When you stop being the reactor and you become the creator of the day and the week, the month, the year, the life that you want to experience, what will that do for you? I'm Lee Smith, the Productivity with UpCycle Coaching. I thank you for being here. Know that you are meant to be more and do more. And if you want some guidance to build your sweet life, please reach out to me. Cheers.